So we recently onboarded Case Hospital to begin using the Monkey Pesa sales and marketing software. And in this video, I'm just going to show you how exactly they're using our infrastructure so that even you too can just pick a leaf in case you own a hospital out there on how exactly you can leverage it to increase your business. All right, so keep in mind that when it comes to the medical world, you're not really allowed to advertise. But we are getting to one era where it's a lot more competitive now. I mean, those days there were barely any hospitals. You would have a whole stretch and it's just you. But now you have your clinic right here next to you, 50 meters. Someone else will put another 200 meters away from you. That means that if you don't do anything to try and retain your existing customers and try and encourage new people to reach out to you, it means business may not necessarily increase. Now, given the constraints that they're not allowed to market, Case Hospital, of course, had to come up with a strategy of what exactly are we going to do to make sure that we have people coming to us. And what they deployed was a two strategy model. Now, strategy number one was to focus on customer retention. Initially, they noticed that we're getting so many customers, but from the time we treat these customers and they leave, that is the last time we hear any kind of communication from these people. So how do we change that? They deployed the Monkey Pesa automation tool and created what they call different lines of messaging that everyone is going to receive depending on what they have been treating with Case Hospital. As an example, say you're a pregnant mother, they understand that every month you're going to need to come back for some kind of treatment, you need to come back for your antenatal. Now, in order to keep reminding you, they create an automation specifically for you. In that automation, they are not only sending you reminder messages when you need to come back into the hospital, but they also send you other helpful information. As an example, in month 1, what should you expect from your pregnancy journey? Month 2 is here. What exactly should you anticipate? This is how the baby should be. This is what should have started coming. Here's how you should have started to feel. And in so doing, they're beginning to create this extra bond. Yes, I know you're really good at the treatment, but show me what other value I can get from you. As an example, if they get new machines, they usually send out communication talking about, check out the state of that machine and here's what it can do for you. So it's just about continuously talking to your customers and telling them that, it's not just about us taking money from you and you getting the treatment. We also care about you. And because their team the number of patients they serve is extremely large, the only way they manage that is at scale. Because having a robot like the Monkey Pesa AI in the background means whether they're 10,000 or 100,000 people, all of them would comfortably be engaged and all of them would relate with the brand. Whereas if you are to leave that task of communicating with 10,000 people, even 1,000, even 500 people to your team to begin sending emails, remembering when to send the next SMS, when to send the next WhatsApp, it's an impossible task. So, like I said, at the core of trying to retain customers, it's just a series of communication. Send communication relevant to them. If it's a pregnant woman, give her information even before she comes in for antenatal so that she knows that you care about her. If it's an HIV patient, keep educating him on how to treat themselves, following up, reminding him on when their medication is next due. If it's a pressure patient, do the same. It's not just about you sitting back and saying, us, we are very good, we are very big, the customer will come to us. People go to who cares more about them. So the fact that you're doing this extra thing to keep in touch gives you an added advantage. So that's use case number 1. Now, use case number 2, truth be told, regardless of how big you are, you still need to market. You still need to put yourself out there. You still need to value propose and share helpful information. So the team at Case is using our artificial intelligence tool to literally get for them a couple of contacts. As an example, they could say, we want people who stay around Tinder, people who stay around Muyenga, or people who stay around Kampala. It doesn't really matter. Begin to tell them about what our value proposition is, why Case, why choose us. And the more of this information they've been sending, sometimes, honestly, someone sits there and they receive a WhatsApp or a message communication from you or an email saying, you know what, we now brought this new machine, you can now scan and view the full picture of your baby, and that alone triggers the person to say, oh, okay, I didn't know these guys had this machine and this is what it does. That alone begins to drive more business directly to you. So just to reiterate, there are two things. Number one is in regards to customer retention. How do you continuously engage your existing customers? And number two, how does the system help us try and bring some new direct business? What can we attribute to? Let's send out as much communication via SMS, via email, via WhatsApp, via Messenger, and all this information is directed towards how do we help our possible patients and how do we drive them to come into the shop. So in a nutshell, that is how Case Hospital is using Monkey Pesa to keep and bring new customers. If you'd like to know how it could help you too, please feel free to drop me a message wherever the message thing is, and I'll respond and help you set this up for your organization too. And within a very short time, you'll understand how much more impact you will have within your sales and marketing for your hospital.